Hello everyone, it's Lieutenant Beckett again. We are real quick going to show you how you can update these lists to whatever whatever document you basically need to. So right now it's Air Force Global Strike Command, and that's the only list that I have for it. But I will show you how you can real quick do it using this tool, or you real quick update it using this tool. And then I'll go through a little bit of kind of how it does it, just in case you run into problems with it not updating it, because it only does a very specific way. But if you can know how it works, then I'll show you how you can go in and change it so that it'll work for different ways. It may be a little bit convoluted right now, but I will explain that a little bit better here in a little bit. So the first thing you want to do is, if you log in, you're at this page, right? The first thing I would say you do is you find the document with the acronyms that you want to copy. And so I have the Air Force Global Strike one ready. So what you do is you come here, and it seems kind of basic, but you literally just copy the whole thing. So this might take a little bit, but you want to copy everything that's similar. And you want to be in an actual Adobe PDF, because if you're online PDF like Internet Explorer, the way it pastes it in Excel is a little different and it doesn't work. So make sure you're in an actual Adobe PDF. And don't worry about these page numbers. They won't mess anything up. So once you get to this point where it changes, right? You have a dissimilar kind of area. What you want to do is stop here, right? And then you're going to copy. You're going to wait 10 minutes because Adobe actually takes a long time to copy. But that is like close to 1,500 words, so it makes sense that it'll take a little while. And we will wait. Right, so it has finished copying. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back here now. And make sure you don't copy anything else, right? All of that information is saved to your clipboard right now. So what you're going to do is you come over here to this update list, and it says first go to the PDF that has your acronyms and select copy on all the acronyms you want, and the definitions. Make sure you have the definitions too. So then you're going to choose which list you want to update. Out of these options, you're going to click, we're going to do Air Force Global Strike because that's the one I have clicked. We're going to click it. Make sure you save before hitting this yes, because if you save before hitting this yes and something messes up, you can just exit out, don't save, and it won't keep the update of what we're doing right now. So I'm good for it, so I'm gonna hit yes. You get a little tab that says it updated the list. That means it's good. So if you come over here, you can see that the list is now updated. Pretty nifty. So we're going to talk about this error right here. Here you see it again. But it's pretty nifty because it's pretty successfully updated this. Oh, here's another error right there. So for a lot of these errors, you're going to have to manually come in and input them. So what I would suggest doing is just kind of walking down this acronym list right here, and manually changing this, right? So AGM, we want this error over on this side, right? And we want to get rid of this hyphen, so we're going to do that. We're going to do that. We're going to copy it, delete it, and then we're going to come over here. We're going to put a paste here, and then a hyphen because it's supposed to be hyphenated. And when you delete this, make sure you don't have any spaces. Sometimes that can mess stuff up, and that's a really good data mining tip. Never have unnecessary space. And then you'll fix it, right? So you're gonna want to go through and manually fix what you can with these. And real quick, I'm gonna show you how this is doing this, so that if yours is a little bit different, you can fix it and how to make it work. So first thing you gotta do is you gotta open this up. So you click this little triangle here, unhide, right click on the P column, unhide. So you see a bunch of crap, right? So what it's doing is it's taking what we copied here and it's pasting it into this column here, and it comes out with this for each cell. And then what I'm doing here is I'm saying find a hyphen or a minus sign, a hyphen, or an equal sign, right? And if it finds that, it will display the value, and then it'll run some magic, and you'll eventually end up with this. Now, if you don't have either this minus sign, this hyphen, or this equal sign when you copy and paste from here, like say it's a semicolon that's separating these, or I don't know, something weird, something else, then it won't work. This function right here won't work. So what you would need to do is you'd come in and you'd change this to a semicolon, right? And that's all you would have to do. Drag and drop all the way down to the last word. And it'll update everything to here. It'll update everything to here. And then you'll have to come back, control, just do this, copy this whole column, and then paste it with values. Don't do this one because it'll keep the formula. Won't mess anything up, but I'd prefer not to have the trim formula in there. And then you paste it here. So just keep in mind that if you do need to change it, if you do need to change this to like a semicolon or something, you have to do this step. You have to do the drag it all the way down, slide over here, copy, and then paste into these columns. The button won't work if it's a semicolon. And other than that, there's not much else to it. You can do, so you're gonna have to come back here and copy, but to do another page, but you can do another page too, right? You can come here, say let's do 20th Air Force. Yep. It updated the list, so now the list is here. Alright, and you can see some of them are still messed up, and that's because of the multiple hyphens. Let's see if we can find one real quick for you. Probably be under. Easier to come over here. So it's because of the multiple hyphens. When you get in here, you see you got more hyphens here. It messes this code up right here. So you'll just have to manually input for that. But other than that, you don't have to manually input 1,000 other words. So it's kind of nice, I guess. I think that's it's pretty simple on how to update that. If you have any questions, obviously reach out to me. It can be a little bit more complicated. Oh, the last thing, you do not want to change these tab names. I haven't been able to figure out how to write the code so that it references like a cell in here and changes the tab name in the code with what you change it to. So don't change these right now. If you want to change it visually, I would suggest doing it here, because it'll be the right guide. It just won't be It just won't be named right on this sheet. But if you name it right up here, right, I don't know what ACC, it'll at least look right up here, but it just won't be right down here. And but yeah, I'll try to figure this one out. It's been a little bit convoluted, but aside from that, now I think that's pretty much everything. So thank you for watching. Always reach out if you have a question.